of skinny, but still a good fish.
Nice fish. Okay, real nice. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Flipping the Script Fishing. Now, right now, you've seen a lot of pictures of people with big fish, and they're almost all from bass boats. Okay, well, I want to show you how to catch some fish from the bank this time of the year. Now, the water has just come down. It'll probably come down just a little bit more. It has exposed a lot of the grass that was covered up. Now, I want you to take notice in these videos coming up what kind of grass I'm fishing. Okay, now the grass needs to be a little bit more sparse. You don't want that real thick mat, but you do want some clumps of grass, and you also want to hear popping in there. You want to see activity. If you don't see activity, fish swirling from time to time, move on. Continue to move. Daughter's got one. Nice one. Bring it over here, Ainsley. That's a nice one too. Trying really hard to hold back that smile, aren't you? Cool. Show it. Show it off.
So I was like pulling this across the grass because I saw him, and like there were two of them.
That's a nice one. Gotta go in. Yeah. Hold it up to the camera and we'll get a measurement. There you go.
It's kind of skinny, but still a good fish.
Yeah.
Really healthy.
Yeah. All right, we'll get him in the water. Good job. Throw him out there far. There you go. All right. I want to show you how to catch fish from the bank. Right now, that frog is a good option, but suppose you don't have a frog. I want to show you some different options. To be honest with you, I haven't been getting that many bites on a frog, so I switched it up. Right now the bass are chasing those shad, so throw a shad right now, or something that imitates a shad. There are a lot of good options out there right now, okay? Havoc makes a good option. This is the Bobby Lane design grass pig. Does real well. Berkeley Havoc. You also have Big Bite Baits. They make Cane Thumper. Okay, this is a pearl color. I think I have another thrown in there, but same idea. And something I really like to throw is what some people call triple tail, some people call chicken feet. These right here. Take one of these out so you can see that tail. Soddy Custom makes Soddy Bait and Custom makes a bunch of these, so you can just barely move them on the surface, and that little tail kicks up a little bit of water, but makes a real subtle action. And I think right now that's what the fish seem to be responding to, is just that subtle action on the surface of the grass. You should be able to look on that mat as it's laying on the surface and be able to see through it. Those bass are going to be up under there. And you also need at least a couple feet of depth underneath that grass. So if you're fishing from the bank, cover water. Have 2 rods with you, maybe that spinning setup and the setup that I had, and just cover water. So pick an area where you have several options. Cover that mat. If you find an area that has a lot of active fish, spend a little bit more time there. If you don't, continue to move. Cover that bank. Have a couple places in mind that you can pick up, drive to. That will be your best bet to catch several fish. a nice one. Healthy. Really fat one. Put my triple tail, taking it over the grass. Nice fish right there, real nice. Nice fish. Okay, so let me show you the rigs, the setup that we're fishing with. All right. First is what my daughter was throwing. Now she was throwing just a regular spinning rod at the medium heavy. I think this is a 6.5 foot, 6.5 foot medium heavy rod. Here with this, you want to target the open areas of the grass, but you can also throw it right on top and just drag it across. Now we have it on a swim bait hook. This color is really good. It's like a violet shad, I believe. This is the Berkeley Havoc, but you can see it's got like a purple in it. It's clear, black, with black speckles and purple in it. Okay, I believe it's called violet shad, or something like that. So that one's really good, and throwing it on these Owner 6-Hot twist lock hooks. Okay, these are swim bait hooks. Okay, now you can throw anything on them. In fact, if you like a lizard or something like that, but something that just makes that water move just a little bit, but it's real subtle, that's what's going to get your bite. But it's got a 20-pound braided line. Okay, you can throw a braid to a leader as well if you like, a fluorocarbon leader, but she was throwing it just straight braid and got some action on it. So here's your spinning outfit for those of you who like spinning rods. That will work just fine. You can also go with a 7-foot medium heavy, will do good as well. The braided line is important. So 20, 30-pound braid will do well on that. Now this is what I was throwing. It's is actually one of the rod I like to throw my top toad on. It's a 7.3 heavy action. I think medium heavy probably would have been a little bit better, to be honest with you, with these swim baits. Okay, now I was throwing that chicken foot. Okay, now I rig it up on its side like this. Okay, and that way it comes across the top of that grass a little bit better, and this tail just kind of kicks that water up a little bit. And I had several bites on this, and that's something you have to be patient with. You're gonna get a lot of blow-ups and not hook up, so you want to be patient and wait for that pressure of that fish taking your lure under, and try your best not to set that hook until you feel that pressure. And it's hard. Trust me, I swung and missed several times. Now I had this on 50-pound braid. I believe this is spider wire. To be honest with you, I don't really care for spider wire. It was cheap, so I picked it up, but it's already starting to fray. You see that? The whole thing's starting to fray. I would go with Power Pro if you can get it. The Slick 8 Power Pro. So that's the rigs. I mean, you can literally take that swim bait and put it right on your frogging rod. I tend to go a little bit on the lighter side of the action instead of a heavy action, medium heavy, but you still want to have enough power to pull them out of the grass. Try those out. Let me know how they work for you. If you like this video, it's helped you out, press like and subscribe, leave me a comment, and you know the whole 9 yards. So, but until next time, guys, tight lines.